My old man was an Ipswich fan. I said, off, you're a We can do the little beep thing that we did.
Yeah, you've got the beeps now. Yeah,
okay, it is episode 68 of the Coop and Duck podcast. I feel sick. We're playing Ipswich in around 15 minutes. Myself and Duck, we couldn't get tickets because we didn't accumulate enough away points, and it's done on how many away points you have, as I'm sure you all know. The problem is, it's hard enough for us as it is to come up with 23 excuses per annum for why we can't be with our wives. We're going to Arsenal on Tuesday, so 25 excuses. You're starting to push it.
Yeah.
But we'd have loved to have been there.
And that's a day out and a piss up as well on Tuesday, let's face it. It's not just a football game, is it?
Of course, yeah. So, yeah, you're using all your quota up just on footy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'd love to be there, but unfortunately we have to go through the painful experience of watching it on TV. I was having a bit of an argument with someone not an argument, a disagreement with someone on Twitter, because I was saying how nervous I was a few games back when we were watching on telly, and he goes, I'll try being there. I disagree with that. I think it's far harder to watch it on the telly than being there in the flesh.
Oh, Darren Eadie's in the studio.
Yeah,
looking timeless.
Personal friend. Because even when you're there, you feel, even though you can't do anything, you kind of technically could. You know, when we're at Carrow Road, if it got really bad, we could run on and tackle someone if we had to. Obviously, you get a lifetime ban.
Yeah.
But
it's always there in the back.
There's always that option, yeah.
You could always self-destruct if you needed to.
What's nerve-wracking about today, I think it's probably the closest we've been, you know, the gap between Norwich and Ipswich in a long time. You know, every time we've been playing them in the past, they've been kind of, you know, we've been looking at promotion. They've kind of almost been looking at survival, and we've been thrashing them probably for the last, you know, however many.
We've had a few years where they've been pleasant. Even when we had them in the playoffs, you know, you knew.
Yeah, we were going to win.
Yeah, I mean, if we were confident we were going to beat them and then lose to Bali.
Yeah, you had the Grant Holt. We had the Grant Holt era.
Yeah.
Where when they were they're in a bad state, but fair to Mick McCarthy, he's a very good manager. He's done a lot with the limited finances that they have.
Boring. Tribal does look like Donald Cerrone. That's such an in.
But I'm nervous. I'm really, really nervous.
Yeah, I think objectively, if you're not a Norwich, if you don't have a dog in the race, then you could easily put your money on Ipswich here.
They're going to be bang up for it.
In fact, the sensible money might be on Ipswich. Certainly not a Norwich win. Not just because we're away from home. League-wise, they're probably the better team at the moment. We've got these key injuries, so we have to
we'll
play.
We'll talk about them. I
mean,
do the
team.
Starting 11, Gunn, Pinto, Zimmerman, Closer, Stiperman, he's back in.
Great.
Tribal, Reed. So, again, we're missing Alex Tetty, which I think is a huge blow, considering an away fixture like this.
Agreed.
When there's going to be a lot of physicality. He's gone with Tribal, Reed, Madison, Wiltshire, Houlihan. So Houlihan and Madison together. Hello, mate. Which I love. And Jerome up top, which means Murphy, he broke his toe. He's not quite back to full fitness, but he is on the bench, as is Oliveira. I'm assuming Oliveira's on the bench because he's still not 100%. I would like to have seen him start, especially in light of the comments he made about us being a bigger club.
Yeah.
I guess the dream is that we're at a deadlock and he comes on and scores the winner.
Well, I think, and also I expected Farke to go Cam because we're going to set up defensively. And I think Cam runs the channels a little better, is possibly
better at pressing higher.
Possibly more agile on the break, better at being a lone striker, possibly.
If Cam...
So I expected to see Cam.
Cam has been a thorn in the side of Ipswich in previous seasons. If Cam can all of a sudden find a little bit of a clinical edge, and I mean the clinical edge he had our promotion campaign under Alex Neil, if he can find that form, then he's still one of the best strikers in the league.
Absolutely. On his day, when he can, squeeze a goal out, can take his chances and... Yeah, I know you have, mate. Sorry, my daughter's just appeared on the scene to...
hold her up. Get her on camera.
Look,
mate,
there's a camera there, mate. Look.
It's Norwich versus Ipswich. Who's going to win?
Norwich or Ipswich?
Hello.
No, that's not a team.
Are you going to say Norwich? Who's going to win, Norwich or Ipswich?
Norwich City.
Yes, they are. She knows it. We all know it. We're going to watch the game now. I feel sick.
Let's do it.
I woke up with the jitters this morning, but
we're going to set up defensively. Hopefully, we can hit him on the break. I think that's what. Did you see Holty talking about it? Holty felt there'd be opportunities for us on the break. Here he is.
No, there he is.
Spooky. But I think We've got the best 11 we can field at the moment.
Yeah.
Shame Josh isn't in there. Glad to see Steidman back in.
Yeah.
Did you say Wes
is playing?
Of course he is.
And Maddison. The only thing I'm worried about is we could be a little bit vulnerable defensively. But I like... we need... The players we need to play really well. Wes needs to have a performance. Jerome needs to have a performance, and Yannick needs to have a performance. Because when they are good, that makes a huge difference.
Yeah.
Wes is generally pretty consistent, but Yannick's a bit of a 1 in 3, as is Jerome.
And also, it might not be the performance that we notice on screen, but I think Harrison Reed in Tetty's big boots is going to have a fairly epic performance defensively, just to fill that void.
We conceded a really poor goal last weekend. I was in Barcelona. The thing I've noticed is that I think teams kind of want us to have the ball.
Yeah.
And actually, Farke goes on about all this possession, but the games in which the possession has either been commanded by the opposing team or when it's been far more even.
Yeah.
There are the games when we've looked at our best and we've won. I think when we have like the ball 75-80% of possession, and it's just all us, they get the ball back, instantly break, hit a really long pass, and we're at 6s and 7s.
Absolutely.
The goal we conceded against Hull was incredibly weak, and it reeked of the mistakes we were making early doors against Villa, etc. So I'm weary of that. I'm weary of the long balls over the top. I'm weary of the lack of pace that we've got from our central defenders, Zimmerman and Closer.
Yeah. And our defenders do have a habit of getting up the pitch, particularly Pinto and Steidman, my husband, and that can leave you caught with your pants down.
Yeah, well, I think it's very important that we press high. So we'll have to see what happens. Anyway, Coop and Duck, see you at half time.
Let's do it.
Right, it's half time. The score's 0-0. Amazingly, because there have been quite a few chances, particularly from Ipswich. Ipswich have gone very direct, playing the long ball over the top and relying a lot on second balls. They've been putting in balls which are hard for us to deal with, then snapping up the second balls, being all over it. And that is where they've created most of their opportunities from that, and also from set pieces. They should have scored from a corner from around the 43rd minute mark. But I think we've created the better opportunities with our forward play. We've looked quite good going forward. Maddison's been fantastic. And we have had opportunities ourselves, but we've been a little bit wasteful. They've looked more like scoring through their direct play, but we have cultivated better chances with our technical play. That's what I'd probably say.
Agree. Yeah, I think, and at the moment it's still 0-0, probably still anyone's game. I think a goal could well decide it. Feels like that type of game. We're going to see what happens. I think so far it's gone as well as it could have done. They have put us under some real pressure at points, as you said, with the second balls. But you just feel, we've knocked on the door a couple of times. And you just feel like it is there for us. Maybe a bit of Nelson second half.
I'd like to see Nelson. Cam's putting a good shift, but he's jumping far too early for every header. He's not making... the problem is that when we are creating these opportunities, we're looking so good in the final third, technically wise. We've got players with bags of technique like Maddison and Wes and Harrison Reed. We're just not committing enough men forward.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is in part because of the hesitance to do that because of being...
But they're just playing the long ball over the top. That's all they're doing.
Yeah.
So I would like to see Oliveira get at least half an hour. I think Wiltshire has looked dangerous going forward in that he's quick, he's powerful and he's direct. But he's not the sharpest tool in the box.
No.
I think it's probably fair to say. Yeah. And he has... probably been a bit wasteful. We'll have to see what happens. It is a little bit worrying and it is nerve-wracking.
As you said before the game came out, if Nelson comes on, we win 1-0 and he scores the goal.
That'd be it. That'd be it for me.
Hall of Fame, there.
Oh, yeah. I would have to...
Future Hall of Famer. Yeah. Nelson Oliveira.
Yeah, absolutely. But we have to see what happens.
Cool.
Talk to you at full time.
Full time. 1-0 Norwich. We won the derby. We did it.
James Maddison stepped up. Brilliant goal. It was decided by a piece of quality, and we were the team that showed the more quality throughout. Ipswich were up for it. They were relying heavily on long balls and second balls, getting scraps, and they did look dangerous with it. They did, put us under the cosh. But when it came to the actual piece of quality, it was Norwich that produced it, and it was enough to win us the game. How do you feel, Duck?
Yeah, unbelievable. We said at half-time we thought it'd be a goal that separated the two. It deserved to be us, I think, in the end. Yeah,
we were great.
Look,
signal.
at the end of the day, that was their best opportunity to beat us. They haven't beat us in 8 years. They're taking it on a Norwich side. They've had success in the league so far. We've got key injuries. It's at Portman Road. It was the fact that they haven't done it, even on us on an on an understrength side, they couldn't get it done, and we got the 3.
No.
It feels so good to know that Suffolk will be mourning.
And James Maddison, he gave it that.
I know,
Just perfect.
But
he was brilliant.
That's the thing. They're not going to beat us at home. That it's I think one thing that was obviously they could have scored. They will feel like they should have scored at points, particularly the Pinto mistake in the first half that led to them rattling the woodwork.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a horrible mistake from Pinto, and they really should have scored. But they're not going to beat us at home.
No,
that team's not going to beat us at home. They're just not good enough. So
we're much better. I
think we'll go a decade
with our technical ability. I'm just waiting for us to just get a cricket score against the side. I just want us to smash someone. I think we've got it in us. I mean,
I think goal production.
Goal production is a problem. Look, Harrison Reed was brilliant today. I thought our defenders were really good. I thought Pinto, apart from that mistake early doors, I thought Pinto had a great game.
Yeah.
Zimmerman went off injured. When Hanley came on, he showed us what he was all about. He was
Husband came on and looked
good. I think the substitutions were good. I was disappointed not to see Nelson, but Cam, for all his running around, he's just nowhere at the moment as a striker. I mean, a couple of minutes before we scored, he was so wasteful for a chance.
Yeah. And I think he had a bad game by his standards.
Even by his
he was a bit subpar, but
he was poor.
He's not going to give us goals.
He just doesn't look dangerous.
No, he doesn't.
He just doesn't look dangerous.
He's not going to give us goals. But the problem is with Nelson's a pure goal scorer. So I totally understood why he went Cam today. And obviously, I'm sure Farker will feel that it was the right decision and it paid off because that was probably the fair result.
Yeah, he's still not 100% Nelson, but I think we get a lot of pressing from Maddison and Wes. Maddison and Wes. We said at the beginning. Well, I said at the beginning of the season, I didn't think Maddison would stand up to the physicalities of it. He's been so tenacious, and that's what's really impressed me. Not only is he a great technician, he puts it.
Well, also, and I think I think Pritchard being injured has
still got Pritchard's come back.
I know,
we're sick.
Totally.
Got Pritchard's come
back. Exactly.
Back.
I mean, I think I don't think Wes can give us 90 minutes game in, game out anymore.
No.
But as an alternate to Pritchard, if Pritchard picks up the form he had before the injury, we're going to be unreal.
Yeah.
We could do with another centre forward in the January transfer.
Yeah, that is the thing. That's what we were saying during the game.
Because we have
Nelson and Cam.
And also, what if Cam gets injured?
Yeah.
Or Nelson gets injured. I mean, Nelson's fairly injury prone.
I just think Cam was. He just didn't look dangerous. He was missed. I mean, he's always done this his whole career, but his missed timing of his headers, his game management wasn't great. He would be trying little flicks sort of in the 86th minute mark when you just wanted him to get his foot on the ball and run the channels.
Yeah, he's the king of jumping early for an aerial ball, isn't he?
But he just didn't look dangerous, and he just doesn't look like a dangerous striker. And call me old-fashioned, I want a striker who can put it in the back of the net.
Yeah, and also, towards the end of the game, you want a striker who can receive the ball with his back to a defender.
Be awkward.
A la Grant Holt, a la Jamersi Mbakani, and just stall the game out.
Having said that, we saw the game out.
We did.
Fairly comfortably. They had a few sniffs. Tribal, again, fantastic. No, I think we've got a great core. Love seeing Treble, that's what they're saying. I love seeing all the boys and all our fans at the end. Just made me wish we could have been here. They were giving it loads. I mean, just imagine being at Portman Road right now.
Absolutely.
Fantastic. I love the togetherness from the team. I like the roster. I like the group of players we've got. They look like a good bunch of lads.
And a real character. And I suppose the difference between the cohesion and the character this season to last, I mean, it's night and day.
No, it's brilliant.
And I think that's
brilliant.
amazing.
Okay, here are the stats: 10 attempts to Ipswich's 16. I only had 2 on target. We had 5 on target. Having said that, if you hit the post, it counts as a shot off target. They had more possession. Again, that sort of is no longer an anomaly with the possession.
No.
Teams like us having the ball.
Totally. Well, they were saying...
and we look better on the counter.
The commentary team was saying that the most possession a game we had this year away was Millwall.
Yeah, and look what happened there.
Yeah. So absolutely, I think we were set up today to hit
Farker
them on the
interview.
break.
Look, we're going to go, because we want to watch the Farker interview. Coop and Duck.
We'll see from Arsenal.
See you from the Emirates on Tuesday.
Lovely.
Booker, get in, we won.